Picture this. You're finally home after a long, exhausting day of pretending to be someone you are not. The front door is locked. You've got your favorite playlist on in the background. You are wearing that dress or that top that just makes you feel absolutely right. Maybe you're even halfway through practicing your makeup. And suddenly, there is a knock. Or worse, the terrible, metallic sound of a key turning in the deadbolt. It's your landlord, or maintenance. Your heart completely drops into your stomach, right? Total panic mode activates. Fight, flight, or freeze. And let's be honest, most of us just freeze. If you are a trans girl who has ever worried about this exact scenario, or if you have actually lived through this absolute nightmare, take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. You are not alone, and today we are going to talk about exactly how to handle it, what your rights are, and how to protect your peace. Welcome back to My Life, My Rules. I am so incredibly glad you're here. Let's talk about that heart-stopping moment, because honestly, when you are early in your transition, or when you are just not out to the world yet, your apartment, your room, your space, it is your sanctuary. It is the one single place on earth where you get to take off the heavy armor you wear outside and just be you. You get to exist without filtering your voice, your movements, or your clothes. So when that sacred space is violated, especially by someone who holds a lot of power over your living situation, it is terrifying. It feels like your safety net just got cut right out from under you. I know so many girls who live in constant, low-grade anxiety about maintenance dropping by unannounced, or landlords doing surprise walkthroughs. You end up constantly looking over your shoulder in your own living room, ready to dive into the closet. That is exhausting, and you do not deserve to live like that. Here is the very first thing I want you to remember, and I really need you to write this down in your mind. You have a right to exist. You have a right to wear whatever you want, look however you want, and be whoever you are in the space that you pay for. You are the tenant. They are the landlord. This is a business transaction, not a moral judgment, and they are not your parents. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. What do you actually do in that split second when the door opens and they see you? First, and I know this is the hardest part, do not apologize. I know the immediate panicked instinct is to scramble, to cover yourself up, to start making rapid-fire excuses, or apologizing for the mess, or honestly just apologizing for existing. Stop. Take a breath. If they just walked in without giving you proper notice, they are the one in the wrong, not you. If you are not fully dressed, or if you just need a second to compose yourself, you have every right to look at them, hold up a hand, and say, "I need a moment, please wait outside." You can be firm. You can say, "You did not give me notice, please step out, I will be right there." You do not owe them a performance of panic. You do not owe them submission. Now, what if they just knock, and you have to answer the door? Or what if they're already standing there staring at you? Play it cool. Seriously, fake it until you make it. You do not have to explain your gender identity to the person who fixes your sink or collects your rent check. You really, really don't. If they look confused or surprised, you can literally just raise an eyebrow and ask, "Did you need something regarding the apartment?" Pivot the conversation immediately back to the business at hand. Make them explain why they are invading your privacy, instead of you explaining your life choices to them. It shifts the power dynamic instantly. They might be awkward, they might stumble over their words, they might stare. Let them be awkward. That is their problem to manage, not yours. Your only job is to handle whatever apartment issue they are there for. Now, let's talk about what happens after the door closes. The adrenaline is probably going to start wearing off, and the anxiety is going to completely spike. You're going to sit on your bed and spiral. You're going to wonder, what are they thinking? Are they going to evict me? Are they going to tell my neighbors? What if they gossip to the super? Listen to me. Breathe. Go make a cup of tea, splash some cold water on your face, and regulate your nervous system. You are safe. Once you are calm, let's look at the legal and practical side of things. In almost every single place, landlords are legally required to give you 24 to 48 hours of written notice before entering your apartment, unless it is a literal active emergency like a burst pipe. If they walked in unannounced, they broke the lease agreement, not you. Remind yourself of that. You hold cards here too. Second, gauge your safety. Are you in a city or state with housing protections for trans and gender non-conforming people? If you are, that is a huge shield. They cannot legally evict you for being trans. They just can't. Landlords ultimately care about two things. Is the rent paid on time, and is the property in good condition? If you are doing both of those things, you are a good tenant regardless of what you wear in your kitchen. But I also want to be real with you because I know the law doesn't always protect us from reality, and some places don't have those legal protections at all. Sometimes, landlords can just be bigoted and make things difficult. If your landlord acts hostile after seeing you, if they start making weird, passive-aggressive comments or suddenly finding bizarre reasons to check on the apartment, or if they start harassing you, document absolutely everything. Write down the time, the date, and exactly what they said or did. Save every text. Save every email. Paper trails are your absolute best friend if things go south. Let's say they were just surprised. They did their job, they left, and now things just feel incredibly weird. What do you do when you cross paths in the hallway next week? You have a choice. You can completely ignore what happened and carry on living your life, which is a totally valid boss move, by the way. Give them the standard polite hallway nod and keep walking. Or, if it's eating you up inside, and you feel safe enough to do so, you can send a brief, polite, professional text or email. Something simple like, "Hi, regarding your visit today, I would appreciate it if we could ensure standard 24-hour notice moving forward to respect my privacy as a tenant. Thanks." You don't even have to mention the clothes, your transition, or your gender. Just set the boundary about the space. I know it is so easy to feel small and vulnerable in these moments. The world already works overtime to make trans women feel like we're doing something wrong just by trying to be comfortable in our own skin. But being caught dressed as your true, authentic self is not a crime. It is not shameful. You are a woman sitting in her own home, wearing her own clothes. That is it. That is the entire story. The shame belongs entirely to the person who didn't bother to knock. If this living situation does become toxic, or if you genuinely feel unsafe sleeping there after they've seen you, I want you to start quietly making an exit plan. Look into local queer housing groups on social media. Reach out to local LGBT centers. There are resources out there, and there are landlords and roommates who are not just tolerant, but actively welcoming and celebratory of trans people. You deserve a home where you do not have to listen in terror for footsteps in the hallway. You deserve a home where you can walk from the bathroom to the bedroom in a face mask and a cute silk robe and not worry about who might suddenly unlock the door. Never settle for a living situation where you have to hide in the shadows of your own bedroom. Transitioning is a beautiful, messy, scary, and absolutely incredible journey. And yeah, there are going to be really awkward bumps along the road. There will be people who see you before you feel perfectly ready to be seen. But every single time you stand your ground, every time you refuse to shrink yourself down, every time you refuse to be ashamed of who you are building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. You are doing so well. I'm so incredibly proud of you. Even if nobody else has told you that today or this week or this month, please hear it from me. You are valid, you are beautiful, and you deserve a safe place to call home. If you have ever dealt with a nightmare landlord situation, or if you have any tips on how you handled being caught boyfailing or presenting authentically at home, please drop them in the comments below. We really rely on each other's wisdom in this community, and your story might be exactly what another girl needs to read today to feel less alone. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to My Life, My Rules for more honest, open conversations about our community, and remember, it's your life, it's your rules, and it is your home. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay beautiful.